to help our young women and men come closer to the dreams of goals. We want to help less fortunate families overcome small things that make them feel so if they aren't what it should be. We will be providing rides for people to get and from work, school, and other important events in their lives. Household, personal goods, clothing, food, and more. We also want to grow so that we may one day be able to provide help to families who struggle with burying their loved ones. My first-hand experience with that, when Evans at the time, Evans and Smith came to my sister's house. I was living with my sister. And she walked in the door with my cousin, and she looked at me, and she said, are you okay? And I was like, yes, I'm okay. She said, I need you to sign Danae's body over to the funeral home. I fell to my knees, and I was like, I can't do that. I can't do that. And she said, baby, you have to do it. So, but she said, and once I signed the paper, she said, we need to start making funeral arrangements. So I went to my sister, I said, insurance? I said, oh my God, sis, I don't have it, we don't have it. I could have went to many other people's, but I was like, I'm Danae's mother, and I said, I don't have it. Lord, I don't have to bury my child. Oh my God, a knock came at the door. Sister Allen, Mary Allen, sent her daughters to my sister's house that day. And they wrenched me an envelope, and I said, what is that for? She said, Mama going to pay for Danae's funeral. She kept your insurance up. I said, my insurance? It's been 4 years. And she's like, yes. And I looked, and my baby was covered. This woman came into my life at the right time. God sent people at the right time. I prefer God to send people to me at the right time. She came in my life at the right time. And Sister Allen, could you stand? Wave your hand. You just don't know the impact that I had that day. Losing a child, yes, it's bad, but when you have to go around to beg and things for, help for burial, that's why I have to help parents on that. That's my need. Everything that I went through in my life is my need to help other parents. Because I know how my kids felt. I know how they feel. I know how Danae felt when both of her parents went around. So I'm like, you have to, you don't know what's going on with these kids home. We're judging them too much. You don't know what's going on. So I want to be able to go inside of the innerling, hospitals, anywhere where these troubled kids at, and let them know, don't give up. Because my baby's wish before she died, I rode with her that day. And she said, Mama, you know what I want to do? I said, what you want to do? She said, I want to speak to the youth. I want to tell them about the violence that's going on. She said, but I got too many enemies. She said, I can't do it. I said, you can do it. I said, God will protect you. I said, you can do it. She was like, no, Mama. She kept telling me, no. I said, well, how about if I went on in with you to do it? She's like, okay. She said, you'll do that with me? I said, yeah, your testimony is my testimony. I said, you went through things just because of your mother. I said, tell it. I'll tell it with you. And she was like, okay. So that whole day went past. I spent the whole day with my baby. God has not let her left my side, not a minute. We got home. I was in an abusive marriage. Danae was overprotective over me. So we got home, and my sister dropped me off, and she said, Mama, I want you to move in with my auntie. I said, move in with her for what? She said, you promised me you're going to move in tomorrow with her, right? I said, yeah, I'll move in with her. I promise you. So I said, but you go home. She said, okay. So my sister took her back home, and there was a knock at the door. And I opened the door, and I looked at her and said, why are you here? She said, because I couldn't leave you. I want to make sure you leave with my auntie tomorrow. I want you to pack all the stuff. Danae went in there packing me and my kids' clothes, her sibling clothes, and we just started packing, not knowing that I was packing for real to get up out of there. All which went past. The young man came in. He was with my other daughter's fiance, and he came in, and it was a social gathering, and we were sitting on the couch together, and he stood up. And he pulled up his pants, and when he sat down, The gun went off, ricocheted off his knee and struck Danae in the head and killed her instantly. So that was my opportunity for God to allow me to spend that day with my daughter to know what I had to do. That was my destiny. So when I went outside, I fell on my knees. The first thing I did, I fell on my knees and I went across the street to a neighbor house because she had lost a child. And I looked at her and I was just on the ground rocking. I was rocking. I said, what did you do? How did you heal? What did you do? She said, God. And right then and there, I told God, whatever you have to do, do it because this pain is unbearable. It's unbearable. They put me on depression pills. I abused them pills for 2 years, nonstop. I was taking them like 6 times a day, 8 times a day, because the memory was in my head of me seeing my child fall dead. And I was like, God, this got to stop. I called my leaders one day. I said, Dr. Hayes, Mother Hayes, I'm dying. And they said, what's going on? I said, I can't do it no more. I'm on these pills and I'm using them and I don't want to take them no more. So they started praying for him. He said, what did your doctor say? I said, he said 1 time a day, take it at nighttime where I can sleep, I can rest. He says, do that. Give you 3 months, you'll be off of it. So I'm like, oh God, 3 months too long. I went through my house. It was me and my babies. And I just went through my house. I put on Yolanda Adams song, Be Blessed. And I put on my pastor CD that I got healed off of. I listen to it all the time. And I put that CD on. That same day after I got off the phone with them, I stopped taking the pills. I was delivered, and I've been delivered for 3 years now. You can't tell me what God won't do. God will do it. You have to want to do it. I wanted to heal. That's something you don't want to feel. And I said, I can't do this, no, I got to live for my other kids. So I just thank God. The name, her scholarship, this is a fundraiser. And I was just getting money, funding, and I'm planning on adopting a family. I see a family I see one that's in need, tremendously need. And I was just looking at her, talked to her kids, and I was like, I asked the kids their name, I rubbed them, and I was like, can I have a hug? And they was like, yes. And I just looked at the mother and I said, wow, that was me with all my kids, all 5 of my kids. And I said, that was me. And I said, I can't pass her up. Instantly came home and told my auntie, I said, I got a family. I said, we got to do this. I need this family. And she's like, okay. I said, I got to do this. It's in my heart to do it. So she's like, okay. I went to my first lady. I said, I want to adopt a family. And she's like, okay. So she said, we picked one out. And I said, okay, but I know one. Minister Hayes, you didn't know that the young lady you picked out for me and her was on a bus, church bus that Sunday, 2 Sundays. And 2 Sundays ago, and she sat on the bus and her baby sat next to me. I said, hi. He said, hi. He looked at me and said, my daddy's dead. So I looked and said, his father died? She said, yes, he got killed a couple months ago. And I looked, I said, wow. Then right then and there, it touched me. When people lose family members, I don't care how, it touches me. And I was sitting on the bus and I just started crying. I wiped my eyes. I said, this is going to be okay. And that's right then and there. I said, that's the family I want, but you didn't know. You didn't know it was the Hayes. You point her out to me. You said, I know a young lady. And I never told you. I said, oh my God, that's the same girl that I met on the bus. So, I got some powerful leaders. They never left my side. I love my church, but I like to thank each and every one of y'all. Can I have the mothers come up here, please? Kia Frierson mother, she's here. Amen. Betty Nash, Tweet. Come on, all right. I would love for everyone to tell your name and your child's name, please.
My name is Michelle Maker. My daughter is Kia Michelle Frierson. died at the age of 22. She was also 5 months pregnant. The baby was supposed to be due September 7th, and she had previously named her Kaya Elizabeth Fryers.
My name is Renee Williams. My son, Michael Antonio Mills, was 25. He was killed in San Antonio, Texas, at the age of 25. Yeah.
My name is Betty Nash. My son's name was Raheem Jamar Nash, and he got killed in 2007 at Secuston side.
It's gonna be full up here one day. So I thank you for coming out and supporting this today with me. We share pain together. We lost. And if anything I could do, please let me know. Please let me know. Don't just sit there, just let me know. Because I know how you feel. In the middle of the night, in the morning, I know how you feel. So, are y'all ready to dance? Anyone want to make donations to the Naismith Scholarship Foundation or Heal the Land Foundation, you can do so. Thank you so much.
So what do we do? Do we put the donation envelopes and then drop them in the basket?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so you desire for everybody to help you
Yes, sir.
as much as they can, right?
Yes, sir.
And then we put it out there.
Yes, sir.
Okay, it was a lovely meal today as well.
Thank you.